Morning, I'm Beetlejuice from Reddit's Wicked Edge, and this is day 5 for me on the Merkur Slant razor. If you didn't catch the last video, this is one of the more aggressive razors. This is recommended for people with barbed wire for beards or having trouble with other systems. The advantage of the slant is that it holds the blade at the angle that you would want to naturally be holding a normal blade. So it kind of takes that guesswork out of it. You don't have to train yourself to do things like the Gillette slide or whatever with this guy. It's also known for being fairly aggressive, so it's not recommended as your first razor, but if you're having trouble with a first, or you find that your beard is just fighting you too much, this might be the answer for you. However, I'll throw a caveat on that. This thing is an animal until you get used to it. Very wide open comb. And also, for those of you who have a mustache or goatee, this here, these edges, aren't guarded, unlike, say, the Future. It likes hair. It really does. And I've plucked a couple of beard hairs. I'm working this sucker out. So watch yourself coming up on the corner. Now, the other thing. I shave with everything from mild adjustable razors to straights and everything in between, including some exotic gear. This thing re-educated me on no pressure. And I am really hoping that I can pull off this one like I did the last 2 shaves. Using a feather blade, by the way. No pressure. Even for me, the weight of the razor is too much. You actually have to hold it off a little bit. It's the old joke. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, man, practice. It's taken me 5 days to get this thing dialed in. Now that I have, I'm impressed. My initial 2 shaves were, really? This is what everybody is ranting about? I can tear my face up with cheaper gear than this. I didn't need to go buy this particular razor. I think I paid somewhere in the 60s for this guy, by the way, in case anybody was curious. You can probably find them cheaper, you can probably find them more expensive too. But it does a hell of a job, I must say. I'm very impressed. I didn't think that my beard was particularly coarse, but there you go, right? Just in case you were wondering for the technicals, that was Mitchell's wool fat for the soap, and that was a feather blade. I initially started with a derby, and well, I can shave with a derby, and being an aggressive razor, wanted something that was a little less aggressive than a feather blade. I found the derbies were chewing my neck a bit more. Now that is unusual for me. I can use derbies no problem. So again, it's one of those your mileage may vary things, and in this case it even changes within the gear. Like I can't use derby blades and certain other razors as well. So, and I do have a couple of other blades here, but I wanted to try and minimize the number of variables, get it down to what I'm used to working with. So there you go. As a second razor, or if you're really into frustration, a first razor, if you feel that you really need something that'll chew into a tough beard, that is definitely going to do it for you. So after 5 days of that, I don't want to say I've got it perfected, but I've certainly got it worked out to the point where I can use it on a regular basis without too much grief or misery. It's one of those things, I'm sure if you don't keep your eye on it, it's going to eat you alive. But it certainly re-taught me pressure and attention, which isn't a bad thing either. So, until next time, I'm Beetlejuice. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel. If you have some questions, want to get into classic shaving, or you want to get in with a community of similar-minded individuals, check us out on Reddit or Wicked Edge. Until next time, keep them sharp.